Imagine a world without insects. No buzzing mosquitoes. No creepy crawly spiders. No fireflies lighting up summer nights. Sounds peaceful, right? Well, hold on to your bug spray, because a world without insects would be less of a utopia and more of a chaotic comedy of errors. Let's explore this insect-free dystopia and see just how hilariously wrong things would get. Without insects, pollination would become humanity's full-time job. Picture hordes of people in bee costumes manually pollinating. Flowers with tiny brushes. Farmers would be yelling, "You missed a spot." While office workers use their coffee breaks to pollinate houseplants, Instagram-worthy gardens. No bees, no fruits. Without pollination, apples, berries, and avocados would vanish faster than free Wi-Fi. Grocery stores would be barren wastelands, and smoothies. Forget it. People would resort to eating bland, flavorless lab-grown fruit while reminiscing about the good old days of juicy strawberries. Birds' existential crisis with no insects to eat. Birds would be utterly confused. Picture robins and sparrows hanging around fast food joints, trying to steal fries because their natural food source is gone. Pigeons might even start eyeing your sandwich with suspicious intent. Bird watching, more like bird feeding. Trash takeover without flies and maggots to break down organic waste. Trash would pile up like a bad Jenga tower. Garbage trucks would double as doomsday vehicles. And compost bins would become mini biohazard zones. The phrase taking out the trash would take on an entirely new, terrifying meaning. At first, picnics would seem amazing. No ants stealing your food. No wasps chasing you down. But then you'd realize no bees, no honey-glazed ham sandwiches. Even worse, the lack of decomposers means the smell of your leftovers would stick around forever. Enjoy your odorific outing. Entomologists would be out of a job. Instead of studying insects, they'd start weird side hustles like identifying rare lint or analyzing dust bunnies. Bug collectors would turn to stamp collecting with captions like, "This stamp features a fly we used to hate, but now miss." Frogs, lizards, and other insect-eating animals would be left starving. Zoos would start feeding them tofu crickets and veggie grasshoppers. But good luck convincing a chameleon to go vegan. Wildlife documentaries would turn into somber dramas narrated by Morgan Freeman. And here, we witness the frog's slow descent into hangry despair. No bugs means no bug poop, but also no natural predators for things. Like dust mites and pollen, allergies would become a global epidemic. People would walk around sneezing into their sleeves, wishing for a single mosquito to remind them of simpler times. I felt butterflies in my stomach would be replaced with I felt mild anxiety, but in a good way. Butterfly gardens would turn into sad patches of grass, and summer evenings would lose their magic. Like corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers would struggle without insect pollinators. Farmers would have to rely on expensive drones to do the job. And the sight of tiny flying robots in fields would be more dystopian than delightful salad bars. Just bowls of disappointment. Arachnophobia would become a relic of the past. But so would every good horror movie featuring creepy spiders. Directors would have to get creative. Attack of the Killer. Houseplants doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Halloween decorations. Just pumpkins. Boring. Without insects, ecosystems would collapse faster than you can say honeybee. Forests would fail to regenerate. flowers would fade, and humanity would face food shortages. The irony? We'd probably end up building robotic bugs to replace the ones we thought we didn't need. A world without insects might sound appealing at first, but it would be an ecological and comedic disaster, from food shortages to awkward encounters with tofu-fed frogs. We'd quickly realize just how much we rely on these tiny, annoying creatures. So, next time you swat at a mosquito, give it a little thanks for keeping the chaos mostly under control.